Hello everybody and welcome to the United Stand. It's caught me on the hop. I'm in the conservatory. Harry Maguire to Manchester United. Done deal, apparently. Look, I did a video on this a couple of weeks ago. Somebody I know from Leicester had basically said that Harry Maguire wants to come to Manchester United. Manchester United want to sign Harry Maguire. And if Manchester United go above 75 million, the deal will be done. So where's this coming from this Sunday night? Well, it's exciting because, one, we need to start getting deals done quickly, and Harry Maguire would be a very good deal for Manchester United to do. Dean Jones, Bleacher Report, is the real outlet that I can find that are basically saying this. Not really somebody I would be saying is, nothing against Dean Jones, but, why wouldn't he get some information? People get information, and he's saying that Manchester United, Harry Maguire, finally a done deal, £80 million, very expensive, but certainly a player that Manchester United need. And look, I think he's going to be right. Is he another journalist jumping for credibility, jumping a little bit early? Maybe. We saw Duncan Castles try it last Monday, and it clearly wasn't a done deal because Harry Maguire has played 2 pre-season games since last Monday. I think people are jumping early on a deal that they know is going to happen. And I for one, would be very, very happy when this is officially announced by the club. For 2 reasons, really. One, it gives us plenty of time to still do more deals. I think if we can get Harry Maguire done in the next couple of days, we've still got over 2 weeks to get another couple of deals done, which I think many people are concerned about. But more importantly, welcome, says somebody, more importantly, the thing that excites me the most about getting Harry Maguire done over the line is that watching Manchester United at the moment, there's a lot of things to be positive about. I think that, there's that mixture of youth and almost not experience, innocence, the innocence of youth, the fact that they just come on and they try really hard, really, really enjoying that. But I feel that, as I said this morning, there is an opportunity for us fans to really get behind the manager, really get behind the team. The way we're playing football, as I said, some of the young players we've got coming through, like Greenwood, like Wan-Bissaka as a signing as a young player, fantastic, Daniel James. We just all know that we are a couple of signings away from realistically going into the season with some positivity. And I think that Harry Maguire would certainly be a player that will give us that. I was starting to get a little bit concerned. I always felt we were going to do this deal, but I was starting to get a little bit concerned because, you see what the club are going on about Twansebi. They're like, oh, he's a player for the future and Solskjaer is going to be a first teamer. And you think, well, Twansebi, Lindelof, Bay, Jones, Smalling, Rojo, that's 6 centre-backs. Are they trying to kid us that they're going to get by with those lot and not go and get a centre-back? So getting Harry Maguire over the line shows that 2 things really. 1, we've brought in a centre-back that we really need. But 2, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer knows that we need a centre-back like that. And look, I accept that there's people out there saying, I don't want the big slab head. He's slow, he's a donkey, this, that and the other. But for me, Harry Maguire is... Look, I wanted Koulibaly. I'm not going to lie about that. And if I could have had Varane, Skriniar, despite a pre-season game where Mason Greenwood murdered him, he's still a good centre-back. I would have took those. I would have took De Ligt. But if you can't get those players, you go down to the next level. And Harry Maguire, for me, England's best centre-back, that is proven. Premier League proven. Dominant in the air. I mean, this is the thing, as far as I'm concerned, when it comes to Harry Maguire, that excites me the most. He is so good in the air. I'm not one who's in for stats. I can watch a game with Harry Maguire, whether it's England or Leicester. If a cross comes into the box, he wins it. If there's a corner there to be won, he wins it. He's got good movement in and around the penalty area as well. And Manchester United have missed this for so long. What I am saying is that I am not saying, as the United Stand, that this is a done deal. Manchester United is certainly not saying it. But this afternoon, there are a lot of rumours floating around that Manchester United have got the deal over the line with Harry Maguire, an £80 million deal. The main person I'm going to give credit to for that is Dean Jones on Twitter, who's a Bleacher Report journalist. Do I think he's jumped early? Maybe. Do I think he's lying? No. Do I think this deal will be done? Yes, I've been saying this for 3 weeks, but I'm not going to say I've got a definite yes, it's going to be done. There is a strong indication it's going to be done, and I think that we did have it last Sunday, Mr. George, Manchester United with Duncan Castles. It could be another week until it happens, but you can't move away from the fact that Manchester United want Harry Maguire. There's no disputing that we've put a bid in before and it's been rejected. There's no disputing that Manchester United are desperate to sign a centre-back, and there's no disputing that Harry Maguire wants to come to Manchester United. So the thing that gets me most excited about this is that we do need a player of his quality. He is better than everything we've got. You can have your arguments about Lindelof and Eric Bailly, but I firmly believe that Maguire is better than those players. And that was the criteria that I, as a fan, set at the start of May. And I think many of you did as well. We needed a centre-back to come into this club and be a dominant leader, certainly in the air and certainly of organisation, can bring the ball out from the back, and Premier League experience, and one of the best centre-backs in Europe. And I believe, and I got a lot of stick for this last week, I believe Harry Maguire is in the top 10 centre-backs in Europe, just. And I certainly think he'll definitely be there in the next year or two for Manchester United. I think he's a very good signing. I'm not concerned about the price. As I said, to sign him, it was going to have to be 75 million plus, and it looks like we've gone above that, which is, it's to be expected. Look, is he worth it? Probably not. But who's worth anything? He's an England centre-back. You always play a premium for that. Virgil van Dijk went for 75 million from Leicester a year and a half ago. That's what you've got to play. So very, very pleased. And as I said at the start of the video, the thing that pleases me the most is if we can get this deal over the line by Tuesday, then that leaves us well over 2 weeks. 2 weeks and 2 days to get at least another deal in. And I am TBG says, what's the latest on Bruno Fernandes? Well, Bruno Fernandes, Manchester United, I think that's another deal. I've been very consistent with you. I've said the United will do another 2 deals after Wan-Bissaka. I've been saying for the last few weeks, last few months with Bruno Fernandes, but for the last 3 weeks that Harry Maguire will be one of those, and I firmly believe that Bruno Fernandes will be the next one. I also think that Manchester United do a deal at a time. Do I agree with that? No. I think it'd be nice to have a double signing, but I do believe that Manchester United are doing a deal at a time. So the sooner we get this first deal done, the sooner we move on to the next one. I'm not taking credit for this breaking story this afternoon. This is coming from Dean Jones, who's a Bleacher Report journalist. A couple of people have rung me and asked me to go live about it and discuss it. I did a video 3 weeks ago where I was told that Manchester United and Harry Maguire was going to be done. United just needed to go above 75 million, which is always a question mark with Manchester United. And I'll reiterate what I said this morning. Bruno Fernandes and Harry Maguire will be Manchester United players. The players want to come to our club. The manager and the coaching staff want them at our club. The only doubt is the board and whether they pay the money. And you cannot ever say 100% with Manchester United's board, because we've seen them walk away from deals before that the manager and the player wanted. We saw it with Perisic. We've seen it with a couple of others. So United have got to pay the money. They've got to back the manager. And I do think that, for all the negativity, for all the Glazer out movement, which I don't have an issue with, and for many reasons I agree with it, I did say you've got to wait till August the 8th to really assess this situation, because I feel a lot of the unhappiness at the moment is based on a poor season last year and a poor transfer window so far. But August the 8th will be the date that we assess this transfer window and where we're at with it. And at the moment, I think that United have still got time to deliver a transfer window that we wanted. £80 million. Look, you know what? You've got Arsenal fans at the moment telling us about players I've never heard of that are better than Mason Greenwood because they're scared. You've got Liverpool fans saying it as well. And Brewster's a good striker for Liverpool. And, I think he will be a good striker. But so is Mason Greenwood. He's a player to be really excited about. And he's only 17 years of age. And we've got a lot of things to be excited about. And if people want to take the mickey out of us for signing Harry Maguire for 80 million, let them crack on. Let them crack on with it. Because the reality is, we need to sign Harry Maguire. That's what we need to do. And Manchester United this is a deal that Manchester United need to do. And I think we've all said it many times before. Why are we moaning about signing players for a load of money and then we're moaning that the Glazers don't spend money? There is a hypocritical angle to that. And I've never moaned about 80 million for Harry Maguire. And a lot of people have. And I will say he's probably not worth that if he's not English. I think if he was Harry Mancini from Italy, he'd probably be worth 50 to 60 million. But he's Harry Maguire from England, and that's why he's worth 80 million. And I think United fans who are, making out that they're embarrassed about the fee that we're going to pay, it's hypocritical to be embarrassed about the money that we're going to pay for him, because you moan about the Glazers not spending money. We moan about, Woodward and whoever else is involved in it, bartering to the nearest penny. And then you spend 80 million on Harry Maguire and everyone's like, we've been robbed. But we've spent 80 million. And I think, again, there's a lot of people saying, we're only going to spend 100 million. But we're not. We're going to spend more than that, aren't we? Because if Harry Maguire comes in with what we spent on Wan-Bissaka, you're up to nearly 130 million there, regardless. And I think there's going to be more coming in. So it's an exciting time. And I tell you what, we've struggled through this transfer window a lot. We have struggled through this transfer window a lot. But we've now got something to hang our hat on. We've got performances and a style of play with Ollie, which is progressive and pressing and tenacious. We need a centre-back, we need 2 midfielders. Hopefully this deal now will get done in the next couple of days, and then we can move on to the next deal. We certainly should not be leaving these deals for the last week. Get it done. Leicester need to get a replacement in. How soon will Harry Maguire be announced as a Manchester United player if it indeed is done? I don't know whether Leicester will sign a replacement first. Interesting stuff to talk to you on the 8 o'clock show about Paul Pogba and the situation there. We are still going to be live at 8 o'clock. This is a very quick video reacting to the breaking news this afternoon that Harry Maguire to Manchester United is a done deal. It's coming from a journalist for Bleacher Report. So at the moment, I do think this deal is going to be done. It's only the same thing I've been saying for 3 weeks. I don't know whether this journalist has jumped a little bit early. We'll find out in the next 48 hours. It will be done at some point, but let's hope it's done in the next 2 days, because then it gives us 2 weeks to get another bit of time over. I think we will get Jim Silverbridge on the 8 o'clock show. Please do smash a like on the video, everybody. We're nearly at 1,000 likes already, so I think there's some positivity about this Harry Maguire deal, which is great to see. Smash a like. Make sure you subscribe if you are new. Obviously, we'll go live if there's any breaking news for you, and we are live at 8 o'clock tonight and every night. So I'll see you at 8 o'clock. Thanks all for watching, tuning in. Get in the comments how you're feeling, and we can pick it up at 8 o'clock. Also, some big news on Pogba for you. I'll see you at 8, but thanks for all for watching. I think this is a positive deal. And you know all those people who